କାହେଲି କଲାଲୋ ନରଗଦୁଆ ଶାଢ଼ୀ ଦେଲା କିଅଣ ବୋଲୁଛ ମତେ ନାଗସର ବାଣରେ ଲୋ ମାରିବି ତତେ ଲୋ ପଡ଼ିଯିବ ଉଡ଼ାଗାତେ।
Kandhamal district of Odisha is spread across an area of about 8,000 square kilometers, encompassing the forests and mountain ranges of the mighty Eastern Ghats. Kandhamal is derived from two words, Kandh and Mal, where Kandh is the name of the native community and Mal means forest, making it the forest of the Kandh people. The people of Kandhamal have an organic and simplistic lifestyle. With an estimated population of around 7.5 lakhs, more than 90% of population resides in the rural habitats, close to the forests. The economic activities of this area include livestock, mainly cattle, poultry and pigs, farming, broomstick making, sunflower seed collection, and forest produce. The majority of the population is indigenous and relies on forest and small jobs to sustain their family. Due to lack of local employment, youngsters like Umesh Dighal have migrated to cities like Bengaluru to supplement incomes at home for the rest of the year.
तो बाहर को बेंगलुरु जाइक आसिलु बट सेठी भी कंफर्ट लागला पैसा मिलला तो एठी आसिकी आमे समस्त को देखि पाइलु संग साथी बस जेंति भी माने गोटे परिवार माने सदस्य अच्छु माने परिवार निहाती आमे सुख दुख सब जानि पाइलु तो किछि गाँ रे परिवार रे आसिले बहुत भल लागुची तापर बाहर रहिले आमे एलोन जणे जणे रहिबा पडुची तो से मोमेंट रे भी सेठी भी भल लागुची बट एठी भी भल लागुची.
Kandhamal sees an enormous number of out-migration to major cities like Mumbai, Surat, Bengaluru and Chennai. The majority of migrants are indigenous people, come from very poor households and have little or no education. Kandhamal owes its vulnerability to remoteness of the human settlements, but this is barely a reason for such sheer sensitivity. The communities were pushed down further in the economic scale after the 2008 violence in the region. While they were still recovering from the traumatic experience, COVID-19 came as another blow to their life and livelihood. Subsequent lockdowns and the restrictions imposed on the movement of goods and people further aggravated their crisis. Migrant workers from infected cities hurried to the villages due to job loss, which put the lives of the communities at risk. As a result, the second wave of COVID became more lethal and spread across rural parts of India. There emerged an urgent need to assist the communities in surviving through this perilous wave. The struggles and stories of each of the households was different. Some people required monetary support or food material. Some required medical assistance, psychosocial assistance, and some were in debt. Awareness regarding COVID and increased rate of vaccination had become a pressing need to safeguard the communities. After a brief survey, Caritas India found and identified 2,000 households which were in desperate need of assistance.
So, with the help of the volunteers and village committee members, we sat in a place and in the village, and we found out that this help is for the poor people. So now, how to identify? So the villagers, the village committee, they decided whom to be given, especially the BPL card holders, widows, single people, those living, or disabled people. They were basically chosen irrespective of caste, or religion. So everyone who fell in this category were given this relief, and the villagers are responsible in selecting the beneficiaries.
The implementation of this emergency response to the COVID-19 pandemic was hugely supported by the local partner, the Catholic Charities. As part of the response and relief against COVID for the vulnerable and sensitive communities, the strategy had been to distribute the efforts on 3 verticals: health sector, food security, preventive measures against COVID. The team had been proactive in procuring the materials for dry ration and hygiene kit. At the organization level, separate kits were prepared for the identified families. Panchayat members and other officials were briefed about the relief program. The field volunteers handed the kits on planned days to each of the families. Public awareness drive was carried out in each and every identified village. Community meetings were held where essential information about COVID was shared. The community members were encouraged to adopt COVID-appropriate behavior to stay safe during the ongoing pandemic. Use of mask, regular hand wash, maintaining social distance, and avoiding unnecessary travel were some of the key messages shared. During the interactions, the prevailing myths and assumptions were also cleared by the community mobilizers and volunteers. In these distant settlements, the volunteers motivated the community members to get vaccinated soon and assured them that it is safe and essential to fight the virus.
मो ना है रंजित कुमार नायक, गाँ है टियांगिया प्रिसुवाली। मु जड़े कैथोलिक मंडलीर सदस्य अटे। यही आम टियांगिया ग्राम रे निहाती गरीब परिवार गुड़ाक बास करती। दैनिक से माने मजूरी काम करिकी निजर परिवार को प्रतिपोषण करती। जितेबले ये कोविड महामारी आसला सेतेबले सबु सरकार काम धाम सब बंद कला, जद्वारा आम मैंने अन्यत्र जाई काम करि पारलु नाही एवं आमर चलणी खाइबा पीबारे विशेष असुविधा है। यही सामग्री देवा द्वारा आम मानकर यही टियांगिया ग्रामवासी टियांगिया परिवार विशेष करिकी बहुत सुविधा है, जद्वारा आम से ही खाद्यपान सप्ताह 2 सप्ताह खाइकी आमर दुख दूर कलु एवं यही कोविड महामारी आम निज निज घरे थी से खाद्यपान ग्रहण करिकी खुशी रे रहिलु।
सर आम बहुत असुविधार जितेबाला कोरोना टाइम थिला से समय आम बहुत असुविधार थिलु, बहुत अभाव थिलु। से समय कारण आम बाहर को जाई पारु नथिलु, आउ दुकान बजार भी जाई पारु नथिलु, आउ एमती कि जे आम परिश्रम करिया पई भी आम कोनोसी इनकम करिया पई भी हमर सुविधा नथिला। आउ सेथि सखासे आम बहुत असुविधार चाउल देले, डाली देले, तेल देले, आउ चीनी देले, चापत्ती देले, हैंड वॉश देले, आउ सैनिटाइजर देले, मास्क देले, आउ बहुत किछि एमती आमनको जगै दे कि आमनको परिवार पय किछि उन्नति हैला। आउ से खाद्य पाई कि मध्ये आमाने किछि दिन खाइ कि आमे बहुत किछि परिमाण रे आमे भलरे रहिलु। सेथि पय आमाने आशा करूछु जे कैथोलिक मंडली आमनको पय बहुत किछि सुविधा देइ छन्ति, आउ से आमनको पय बहुत चिंता करि छन्ति। ताहा नुहे जे ईश्वर भी आमनको बहुत किछि आमनको पय बोली आशा करबा जगु आमन पय मोर संतान माने किछि खाइ कि किछि दिन भले रुहंतु कहि कि भाबी कि आमनको पय ईश्वर मध्ये आमनको कारण प्रेम करूछन्ति। से सकासे आमनको बहुत दूर रहले मध्ये हासी कि ए कंधमाल ओडिसा रे आमनको किछि खाद्य देई आमनको किछि दिन पय बहु मूल्य भलो रे रखिबा पय चिंतित कले। सेथि पय
Lippy and her son survived the COVID wave with the relief material. Families like these from the remote areas of Odisha were touched as part of the program. Elderly women like Torini from Nandagiri, who cannot work, were also helped with ration kits and hygiene kits. She lives all alone by herself in this distant village. These compassionate stories depict the success of the program. The program had been successful in giving momentary relief to the communities of Kandhamal. Most of the families had to say that the relief came just in time when they had no hopes of surviving for the next few months. The communities are still recovering from the major setback created by COVID. It's a long road to a complete emotional and economical recovery for the struggling communities. While policy-level changes and long-term transitions need to be made in the region, more programs like this can help the vulnerable communities to rise from their condition and regain the losses they had incurred during the dark times.